about the features of Python. It is a very simple, freeware and open source. Definitely, I'll take some students as question. Please take our general doubts at the end of session, ma'am. Please, yes, I will. In case you have the question in the middle of the session also, you can always raise the hand. Okay, I am here to solve your doubts. So in case you have any question, you can always raise your hands. I'll definitely answer you on the spot. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. As I've told you, it is a simple freeware and open source. These are the features of Python. Platform independent language and dynamically typed programming language, interpreted programming language. It is a high-level programming language. Robust. Robust means strong. Strong language. Extensible and embedded. Both functional and object programming oriented programming language. It also supports the third-party APIs. What does the API mean? Application programming interface, such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, SkyPy, Scikit, Keras, Seaborn, etc. Okay. Now, if we talk about the Python, it is inspired from 4 different programming languages. One is the C language, the other is C++, then Modulo 3, and then the Perl. So it is inspired from 4 different programming languages. If we talk about C, it has learned functional programming from C. If we talk about the C++, it has learned object-oriented programming from C++, then modular programming language from Modulo 3, scripting programming from Perl. Okay, so it is inspired from the 4 different programming languages. So Kudo has thought of preparing a language in which he can always use the other languages. It is inspired from the other languages so that it can be useful to us in a better way. He'll serve it in a better way. Now let's go ahead. Let's talk about the features. Students, now we are talking about the features. The first feature we discussed is the simple. Now, what do we understand by simple, students? It is a simple programming language. It's very easy to say, but what actually the simple means? Python is simple because of its 3 important technical factors. Now, what are those technical factors? Factor 1. Python programming provides rich set of APIs. Now, what is APIs? What is APIs? APIs are nothing but the libraries. So it provides the huge amount of libraries, that syntaxes, so that the Python programmers can reuse the predefined code without writing our own code. So it says that is the only reason Python-based applications are easy to use and easy to develop. Why? Because of its rich set of APIs. Now, as I've told you, APIs is a collection of modules. Students, you need to remember these features because later on we are going to discuss about the modules also. So, an API is a collection of modules. And module is a collection of functions, variables, and classes. Module is a collection of functions, variables, and classes. Example, calendar, math, CMath, OS, read, random, etc. Okay. Now, second factor. What does the garbage collector do? Second factor is because of its garbage collector. What does the garbage collector do? It comes and collects the unused memory space. which helps us in performance of Python-based applications. The performance is always improved. When the garbage collector will come, it will remove the unused memory space, then the performance obviously will improve. So the second factor of this simple is it provides the garbage collector whose role is running of regular Python program for collecting, removing unused memory space, and improves performance of Python-based application. So garbage collector takes care about the automatic memory management. Clear, students? Now we talk about the third factor. Python programming provides user-friendly syntaxes. Syntaxes are what? Syntaxes are the formulas. So Python programming provides the user-friendly syntaxes so that the Python programmer can develop the error-free programs in the limited span of time. Okay, so we have discussed about the three factors. Why it is simple? It is simple because of its rich set of APIs. APIs is a collection of modules, and module is a collection of functions, variables, and class. Clear? Next. APIs are used, integrated the second service. We can learn this thing. APIs are used, integrated two services. Can we learn this thing? Srinivas, your question is not clear to me. Can you please clear what do you want to say? You can raise your hand also. Or you can. Okay. Okay, two students have raised the hand. Okay, let me. Srinivas, yes, tell me, Srinivas, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, madam. Actually, these APIs we are used to integrate the two services now. So, example, Snow service, ServiceNow or Jira tickets. So, integrate the two services now by using APIs.
The thing is, Srinivas, I have still not understood your question. Like,
yeah,
what do you
for
want
example,
to say?
if you have any Ansible tower is there, do you have any idea Ansible tower and Python, something,
Okay.
Snow tickets, Jira tickets?
Okay.
Yeah, from Jira tickets to, we need to upgrade from Jira ticket tool to Snow tickets, ServiceNow tickets. So for that time, we will use the APIs to integrate that, communicate between the two services by using APIs.
The thing is, when we talk about the Python programming, it has its own APIs.
Okay.
It has its own APIs. Okay. So it's not like that. It has its own APIs. Once we'll perform, as I've told you, it's mentioned here. See, APIs are the collection of modules we talk about. It has the modules, and if we talk about the Python programming, it has the modules. And if we talk module is the collection of functions, variables, and classes. See, it's mentioned here. Okay, so it has its own APIs. It's not like that, whatever you are saying, it's clear to me, but it has its own set of APIs. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it okay to you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay. Any other student has question? Any other student has the question? Okay, let's go ahead. Now, and the second factor is the garbage collector, and the third factor is the user-friendly syntaxes. And with the help of those user-friendly syntaxes, one can develop error-free programs in limited span of time. Now, let's talk about the second feature, that is platform independent language. Now, what do we understand by platform independent language? If we talk about the platform independent language, data type memory remains same for all types of OSS. Okay, so if we talk about the memory management, if we talk about memory management. It is a platform independent language where the data type memory remains safe for all types of OSS. We all know what is the meaning of OSS. We all understand the OSS. Now, in effective platform independent language, all type of values will store in the form of objects. So as we are talking about the platform independent language, so all type of values in Python will be stored in the form of objects, and they can store unlimited amount of data, and they can store unlimited amount of data. Why so? Because it has a feature of garbage collector. It removes the space which was not used. The unused memory space was removed with the help of garbage collector. It improves the working of Python. Okay, so we can store unlimited amount of data in the Python software. So everything will be stored in the form of objects. Hence, Java objects contains size restricted, whereas Python objects contain unlimited size and unlimited values can store. As I've already told you that in Python program, all values are stored in the form of objects. Clear? Clear? Now let's go ahead with the third. Let's go ahead with the third feature, that is freeware and open source. Student, what do we understand by freeware and open source? Every software is said to be, whatever software is said to be freeware, it means the freeware source is downloaded freely from its official website, as we have downloaded the Python. So we can download the Python freely from its official website, that is www.python.org. So that is why it is a freeware source. Now let's talk about the open source. If we talk about the standard name of Python, it is a CPython. Some of the company vendors came forward and customized CPython and used the customized version and in-house tools in their company. Such types of customized version of Python are called the distributions of Python. Now, some of the distributions of Python, if we talk about, they are JPython. When do we use the JPython? JPython is used for running Java-based applications. JPython or Jython. IronPython or IPython, it is used for running C#.NET application. Let's talk about the MicroPython. It is used to develop the microcontrollers. Okay, so these are the distributions of Python. RubyPython used for running Ruby-based applications. Anaconda Python used to run Hadoop application. Hadoop means big data application. So that is why the name has given us Anaconda Python. Clear? Now, let's talk about the dynamically typed language. Dynamically typed language. Now, what do we understand by dynamically typed? Students, when we talk about the dynamically typed, it has two languages. One is static typed, other is dynamically typed programming language. Now, what is the difference between static typed and dynamically typed programming language? Students, static typed, in these programming language, programmers must define a variable with the data type, otherwise we'll get the compile error. We'll get the compile error. Okay. Like in these programming language, programmer must define a variable with data types. Like, let me show you like this. Let me show you like this. Let's go to the Python. Like, whenever we type A is equal to, we need to mention B is equal to 20. C is equal to, now I'm writing A plus B. Now, if we want to get the answer, I always need to write print C. Then only I'll be able to get the answer. Then only I'll be able to get the answer. So what does this mean? That declaration is mandatory. Here I have declared, I have told print C, then only I got 30. So declaration is mandatory in the Python programming. Okay. Example C++, C, Java, .NET. Int A, B, C, these are the variables. Declaration is mandatory, like A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B. I have shown you also. Now, let's go ahead with dynamically typed language. C, dynamically typed programming language means in these programming need not to specify the data type of the variable, so that the data type of the variable decided by the Python execution environment based value assigned by the programming. So what we need to do, we need not to specify the data type. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with that program. Now, if I type A is equal to, let me do it again. A is equal to 10. Now, B is equal to 20. C is equal to, or let me write just a second. Let me write it again. A is equal to 10. B is equal to, let's type 1.2. C is equal to A plus B. Now, I'll write print A, comma, type of A. I will automatically get the answer that what type of class it is an int class. If I write print B, comma, type of B, I'll get the value, that is 1.2 is a float format. It is a class float. Now, print C, comma, type of C. So it is also a class float. It is also a class float. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That we need not to specify the data of the variable. It itself gave the answer that what type of class it is. Hence, all the values in Python programs are stored in the form of objects. Clear? Is this clear, students? Please answer me. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Thank you for confirming. Okay. Are the rest students sleeping? Are the rest students sleeping? They are not answering. Student, you need to answer every time. Okay. Clear, clear. Yes, ma'am. Okay. One student has a question. I will explain you. Don't you worry about it. I did not get that. So that is why I'm asking you, students, is this clear to you or not? Student, when we talk about, okay. Very good. Now, when we talk about one student is still not clear with the static typed and dynamically typed language, student, let me show you. Static type programmer must define a variable with the data type. So if we talk about A, B, C. We are not mentioning the variable. See, we are writing a variable. We must define a variable with the data type, otherwise we'll get the error. Like the variable is A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, right? So we are defining a variable with the data type. That is a static type programming language. Now, if we talk about the dynamically type, in this, programmer need not to specify the data types of the variable. See, I am not specifying the data types of the variable. It is when we execute the programs, it will automatically tell us the class of that. It will automatically tell us the class of that. Clear? Now, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So, today, Anil Mali has raised the hand. Some students is raising the hand, and after that, it lowers the hand. Okay, no problems. Any one of you has the questions regarding the students? If any one of you has the question, whatever we have discussed in the class today, please tell me. One student was telling me that after the class, please take the doubts in case we have. Do you have any doubt? Please tell me, because. Okay, so today we have discussed about the 4 features. So what are those? Simple. Why it is simple? Then platform independent language. How is it platform independent language? Then we discussed about the freeware and open source. And the fourth is dynamically typed language. That's how it is dynamically typed language. So today we have discussed about the features of Python, downloading process of Python, history of Python, right? And the versions of Python. After that, we also discussed about the Python programming inspired from. So that's all for the session today, students. Student, you are not from the non-IT background. That does not matter at all. Students even the teacher, even the agriculturist, or any of the, or if we talk about the farmer, any one of you can learn the language very easily, but what you need to do is you need to attend the classes. Okay? You can start learning from you can start learning very easily, started from the basics. Start from the basic, and then once you start, you'll be able to learn. Within 50 days, we have the 50 days program. You'll be able to learn this. Okay, one student has raised the hand. Let me answer him first. Yes. Tell me, student, please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks for sharing this session. Just want to understand what is the difference between Python and Java programming. Both are platform independent and programming language, OOPS concept. So what is the major difference between both Python and Java?
See, Python is a language which is the hottest programming language nowadays, and it is but Java has some limitations. And if we talk about the Python, it doesn't have the limitations. So we can use it anywhere, in any kind of like any kind of programming. If we want to go ahead with school level programming language, or we can use it in a YouTube, and also we can use this, as I've told you already. Okay.
Okay.
It is Python is a new version. Python is a huge language. If we talk about the whole Python, it takes around 6 months to learn this. It takes around 6 months, minimum 6 months to learn this. We can spend years and years also.
Which one you are talking? Java?
No, I'm talking about here. I'm talking about this Python.
Python. Okay.
Okay. So as I've already told you that if we want to learn machine learning, we need not to go ahead with the Java programming. We need to have the knowledge of Python programming. Okay, we cannot use NumPy, Scikit and all in this. We cannot use the pandas in the Java programming, but we can use all these all these things in the Python programming.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Thanks.
Thank you. So in wherever you go, students nowadays, in any company, people will ask you that are you aware of the Python programming language? Are you aware of the Python? Because it is the hottest programming language nowadays. Okay. Okay, what are the prerequisites for Python programming? Students, if we talk about the prerequisites of Python programming, it is, as I've already told you, that it is very useful in on all the platforms nowadays. So, ma'am, is Python, there are many libraries, whereas Java does not. Yes, Python has many libraries. Whereas if we talk about the Java, yes, Java does not have the, and we can work on the other applications also. Ma'am, would we be provided with some practice modules during this course? Yes, definitely. Once we have started with the Python, we have just started with the Python. After 2 days, we'll start with the Python programming. And once we start with the Python programming, we'll definitely give you some practice modules. Okay, that will be helpful for you. Will you teach database connection using Python and I'll tell you each and everything. Don't you worry. I'll teach database connections also. Well, while going ahead with Python, I'll tell you the database connection of the Python course. Okay. Again, the student has raised the hand. Soumya. Yes, Soumya, tell me. Okay, let me answer the question of the person. Meanwhile, okay. Okay. Yes, tell me, student, you want to ask me something?
Yeah, just want to confirm with you. So in this session, you are going to cover the end-to-end for the Python web development and the standalone application development,
Yes,
database
we'll learn each and
connection,
everything.
each and
Yes,
everything.
we'll learn each and
So-
everything. Yes.
So you are going to show the demo and the presentation for we can.
Yes, I'll
Oh.
definitely show you. I'll definitely show you. Don't you worry about it. This is just after 2 days. Today we have just used the this PowerPoint, because this is after that we are going to start with the program. Once we'll start with the programming, I'll teach you each and everything.
Okay, noted.
Okay, fine. Okay, any student has the answer? Any student wants to ask anything? Please just raise your hand. Attending session is free, right? Will we have access to the recordings afterwards? Yes, you will have the access to the recording. Only the paid students will get the recording. Students, it's not, no, Vijay Lakshmi, it's not free. You need to pay the fee for the session. Only 1 week. For the 1 week, you'll get the sessions free. After that, you need to, if you want to attend the session and you want to get the recording, you have to pay the fee. I have already paid. Okay, good. If you have already paid. If attended live, do we need to pay? Yes, you need to pay. After a week, the link will be changed and you won't be able to attend the classes. For that, you need to, if you want to go regularize, then you need to pay the fee. Please share the payment details. Where do I pay? Okay, you want to know the payment details? Okay, tomorrow, Clara, I'll provide you the payment link so that you'll be able to make the payment. Okay, I'll provide you each and everything. Today, I have provided you my mail ID, official mail ID. In case you have any question, you can meet me on that. And rest, I'll provide you the payment link in the chat box. Okay. Student wanted to ask me the question. Yes, tell me. Student, tell me, please. Please unmute yourself.
So in this session, are you going to provide any hands-on material for references?
See, whatever we'll discuss in the class, you'll get the PDF of that. Okay.
Okay. Do you
So-
have any specific PDF material for the references apart from the videos reference?
See, if we talk about the programming, I'll do the programming in the class. After that, I'll paste that in the PDF also, so that it will be helpful for you once you start with it.
Okay.
That's all, because we can't provide any. We are providing the PDF only. I think you can get the printout of that. That will be helpful.
Yeah, if you provide any books material like that, any PDF
No, we don't
links
provide.
and stuff.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no, dear, we don't
Okay.
provide that.
Thank you.
Okay, any other students? Any questions? So, ma'am, you will be sending the soft copy of each class. Students, you will be getting the PDF on your seat. I have no idea. I talked to the thing is yes, you will get the soft copy of each class. You will not get the hard copy of that. If you want to get the printout, you need to get it done by your own. You'll get the everything in the PDF format. Okay. Okay. Anybody else has the question? Anybody else has the question? Kiss per I keep PDF. Student, you please just, if you want to ask the question, please ask me in the English so that the other students also understand. Okay, if we talk about KISS per IG payment, the PDF, see, I'll tell my team, they will definitely let you know, they'll provide you. Every student who will be paying the fee will get the PDF of that. Okay. Now, any other student? One student was raising their hand. Any student has the question? Anil, if you want to ask the question, please ask me but in English. Is there any certificate provided after the course? Yes, you will get the certificate. Yes, you will get the certificate. That will be helpful for you in your jobs. Any other question? Okay. Please unmute yourself.
The certification you provided, that one is your institution one, the participation certificate, correct?
That will be the course completion certificate.
Course completion certificate. Is there any
Yes.
online certification from the Python?
See, if you want to go ahead with online certification, no, it's nothing like that with us. No, there is no online certification.
No online certificate, right? Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
And may I know your name, please, because I'm unable to, pronounce your name so that I'll be able to pronounce it.
I am Neelakandan.
Neelakandan. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Will you make us job ready at entry level student? The thing is, we provide you the course coaching. We are not going to provide you the job. You need to search for your job on your own. We'll provide you the certificate for that. Okay, we'll teach you each and everything. But if we'll talk about the jobs, you need to go ahead with on your own. Hello, ma'am. Will the course be sufficient to code in Python for data science model? See, once you once we talk about this Python. See, course is we'll tell you about. We'll go ahead with data science. We'll go ahead, but you need to, because I have told you the Python is a vast concept. It can take a year also. So it is not so. Even I am not satisfied with whatever the course I am teaching. Even I am still learning. I'm going ahead with. There are a lot many concepts in Python. So we need to learn every time. We need to learn every time. So we should not stop learning, because after every, after every month or 2 months or 3 months, it is updating. So even the teachers needs to learn. Okay. So it's not, yes, you'll be able to learn the coding in the Python. Okay. Rest you need to do it on your own. You need to practice on your own. Sakshi, is this clear? Student, let me tell you one more thing. If you will not practice, you will forget everything. So whatever we discuss in the class, every day you need to practice. Otherwise, there is no fun of Python. You will forget. So you have to practice each day and every day of whatever module we'll discuss in the class. You need to practice them. Okay, any other student has a question? Any other student has the question? Okay, that's all for the session today, students. I think this questions has finished now. So that's all for the session today. Tomorrow I'll see you exactly at 6. Exactly 6 by my laptop watch. Just a second, students. It's 7:08 by my watch. So we'll attend the session accordingly. So please be on time and keep practicing whatever we discussed in the class. And if any student want me to ask any question, please mail me on my personal mail ID, that is ritu@logiclabstech.com. Thank you, students. That's all. Till then, keep practicing and have a nice day. Bye.